Okay, it is 6 p.m. and we will call this public meeting to order. Are there any declaration of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof? If so, please declare it at this time. I have no declarations. Councillor Maybe is currently not online, but he will be joining us online as soon as possible. And we'll move forward with number 3, which is the purpose of the meeting for D14-2024-001-981 Foster Bay Lane, and I will read the preamble. Personal information collected at this public hearing is collected under the authority of the Planning Act and will be used to assist in making a decision on this matter. All names, addresses, opinions, and comments are collected and form part of the minutes, which are available to the public. Questions regarding this collection should be forwarded to the Director of Planning. The purpose of the public meeting is to present planning applications in a public forum as required by the Planning Act. Following presentations by the applicant or staff, council members will have an opportunity to ask questions for clarification or further information. The meeting will then be open to the public for comments and questions. When you speak, please provide your name and address for recording in the minutes. All comments should be directed to myself, the chair of the meeting. The applicant will be provided the opportunity to address public questions once all members of the public have made their submissions. For the application being presented tonight, a report and recommendation are being presented to council. Following council decision, notice will be circulated in accordance with the Planning Act. If a person or public body would have an ability to appeal the decision of council to the Ontario Land Tribunal, but the person or public body does not make oral submissions at a public meeting or make written submissions to the township before the bylaw is passed, the person or public body is not entitled to make to appeal the decision. Okay, so we'll move forward with 981 Foster Bay Lane. Madam Planner.
Thank you. Through you, notice for this evening's meeting was advertised in accordance with the Planning Act through signage on the property, as well as notice of public meeting mailed out to all landowners within 120 meters of the subject property. This is an application for zoning bylaw amendment for the property located at 981 Foster Bay Lane. It's being brought forward as a condition of consent approval. So in November, consent was provisionally approved to allow a lot addition from 981 Foster Bay Lane to 901 Wild Rose Lane. I'm just going to share my screen to show you the property. So this application, it's a little small spot. So the property shown in blue is 981 Foster Bay Lane. The little area in yellow is the severance that's been provisionally approved to be added to 901 Wild Rose Lane. The purpose of the zoning amendment is to rezone the portion of land shown in yellow from rural to shoreline residential to be the same zoning as the property to which it is to be added to, which is a waterfront property. With the notice that was provided to the public, there has been no input received, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, any questions from council in regards to this application? Go ahead, Deputy Mayor Foti.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you, Your Worship, through you to our planner. That pictorial you just had up there, this application, it appears, but I assume it's only because it's a small version. It doesn't separate the parcel it's coming from, because it looks in there like it's interceding that hole and making two pieces left behind.
Yeah, so I've just opened up the actual survey that shows a better view.
I see it there now.
So the land surrounds it. So this is a piece that's
Right.
being added here, but the larger parcel.
So it's still a follow through then?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for clarification? You want to follow up, Deputy Mayor?
Thank you, Your Worship. A different question. Has there been any feedback from anyone else, residents, neighbors?
No input's been received in response to the notice of public meeting. I'd also note this went through public process with the consent granting authority at the county, and there was no input at that level.
Okay, thank you.
Any further comments from council members? Seeing no comments, we have 2 members of the public, which I believe are the applicant and his representative. So, and we have one person online, which is Kim McCann, and is also part of your group. So, okay, so I don't believe we have any public. Seeing no further input, then I will go to adjourn the meeting, moved by Councillor Jameson and seconded by Deputy Mayor Fode that the public meeting adjourn. All those in favor? All those opposed? And it is carried. Thank you. Sorry, I have to wait.
No, thank you very much.